Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Josh Morris. Welcome to the Everything Paranormal Show, and thank you for joining me tonight. It's going to be kind of a short show, most likely. It's just going to be myself tonight. I just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys about a few things. So, if you're watching the replay, if it depends, if you're watching the replay like the same night, I am going to be going live a little later. So if you want to join me, we're going to go live out in the field a little later this evening. So a couple things I wanted to talk to you guys about is just kind of let you know some updates, kind of let you know some channel information, some things that, and again, you're going to want to listen. So stick around. Trust me. There's a couple things you're going to want to hear. It'll be interesting. We're going to talk about a few different topics as well. So one of the things that I wanted to just kind of get into was a little bit of the updates for the upcoming August month. So we've got a couple trips planned. I don't want to tell you when, but the month in August, we will be going to the Hales Bar Dam. So that's going to be exciting. We're also going to be going to the Old South Pittsburgh Hospital. So two major locations that are planned for this coming up August. And we are going to be doing some filming there. And we, probably will go live. I'm sure Terry Lynn and I, we're going to want to do a little bit of live while we're out there. So you guys maybe can get a little taste of what we're doing out there. Who knows? We'll see. But when we go to each of those locations, maybe we'll give you guys some live updates while we're out there. So you're going to want to stick around or pay attention this month for those. We've got a couple things that we're trying to lock in also for maybe later in August or sometime in August, maybe even soon. Who knows? And I know that some of you have been messaging me about going back to the Eaton House. That's a possibility. We may look at going, we may look at that. We may look at going back to the Eaton House and doing another video there. And who knows, that was pretty cool. Also, just to let you guys know too, I'm still editing and working on the Nickerson Sneed House. You got to remember when we went to there, as you've seen in the video I just released, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. All right, go check out the Nickerson Sneed House for sure. But there's a part two because it was really 2 nights. The first night it was, my wife and my son. And like I said, if you guys haven't seen it yet, I did release it. But there was so much footage, and there was a lot of footage we didn't edit in there. Again, it probably could have been easily like a 2-3 hour video. I mean, it was tons of footage. But I tried to narrow it down, obviously for you guys to watch it, and part two of when I went back there the next night, I went there alone. And I filmed a lot there. So there's a lot of footage that we've still been trying to go over. As you guys probably, if you're, been following my channel, you know that I've been doing some randonauting. The Randonautica craze has been going around. A lot of people are enjoying that content. I get, people wanting me to do more randonauting. So that's pretty exciting. So we kind of took a little break, in the little bit of time that I've been, doing some of the randonauting videos. But I do want to get to the part 2 of Nickerson Sneed House. I want to get that finished up. Again, my wife and I were trying to review all the evidence so I can start getting it edited for you guys, because that was also a really good video for you guys, or it will be for you guys. So, but the Randonautica, one thing I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about with that, there's been a lot of, controversy and things like that. It's pretty cool. Like one of my Randonautica videos got picked up, and it actually went on 5 or 6 different channels. The big one was Chills, and he's got like 5 million subs, and so it was pretty cool. So we picked up at least so far 100 subs for the channel. So that's awesome. So again, I'm just going to put it out into the YouTube, Facebook, internet world. Again, thank you to Chills for selecting one of my videos to put on your top 10. So I think you did a top 10 Randonautica. Guys, I put a link in the Facebook group for you guys. I'm sure most of you probably watched it. I hope you did, and I hope you gave them subs if you didn't sub to them. And, of course, click like and all that and share the video. So I appreciate all that. But we've did some other Randonautica. Guys, if you haven't watched the Matrix, the Breaking the Matrix, that one was pretty cool too. I don't want to completely spoil it, but that one was pretty cool. There's just a couple things that happened, man. It was, I don't know if it's a coincidence. So it's crazy, but something Matrix like happens. Okay. So who knows? But yeah, Randonautica has been very, again, a lot of debate on real, non-real. And again, sometimes people are like, well, it's not paranormal. Like, you're going out and like, yeah, you might go for paranormal, but then sometimes what you're experiencing is not paranormal. Like when I had the creepy guy, I had the comment say something about like, well, that's not paranormal. Well, yeah, that's true, but my intent was creepy, like paranormal or paranormal creepy. And so, sure, it was creepy. The dude was, and so not everything has to be per se like paranormal. So I just wanted you to know there's a lot of odd things you can do. That's why we did the breaking the Matrix thing. I thought just that would be pretty cool. And I'm going to be tonight later on after the show. I think we're looking at probably 11 o'clock. So 11 p.m. Eastern time, I'm going to go live. I'm going to go live out in the field. So if you guys want to join me on Facebook, make sure you're part of the Facebook group, the Everything Paranormal Show group. And I'm going to go live, and I'll be out there in the field. I'm going to take, I may take the dowsing rods, maybe the EMF meter. I'm just kind of looking over here. I got some equipment and of course my flashlight. So I might take a few basic pieces of equipment and see what we can get into tonight live out in the field. We may do live Randonautica. I don't know. It's kind of hard to do if I'm by myself because I just have my cell phone. So I have to have the Randonautica app and I've got to go live at the same time. So it's kind of hard to do both. So I don't know. And I'm not sure if, I'm not sure. Okay. My wife just texted me. She said Bob's been talking. That's weird. I'm not seeing any comments. Normally I get. Yeah, for some reason my comments aren't going through. So hold on, guys. Let me pull this up here. Bear with me. It's a live show, right? That's what I always say. Dreadhawk and Cash, Swaggy Reacts, Art of Kicks. Just wanted to, give you guys a shout out. There's a couple. If I missed anybody, those are some channels that featured my video also and reacted to it. So if I missed you, I'm sorry. Let's see here. Let me pull up my channel. I'm trying to see. So for some reason, guys, I apologize if I missed your comments. Normally, because I'm streaming to 2 platforms, I'm streaming to Facebook right now and YouTube. And normally the comments all come to me, but for some reason, in the Facebook right now and YouTube. And normally the comments all come to me, but for some reason. Okay. Okay. Okay, so Bob Fountain did say something. So he so now I am seeing the comments. It's going to be a little bit of a delay because unfortunately I had to bring up the stream on YouTube also. So again, I apologize, guys. And I got to turn myself down. But yeah, so I'll try to have this over here so I kind of see the comment. Let me bring it over here. There we go. Wait, maybe I can see the comments a little easier as I'm doing the show. So sorry, I don't know why the comments weren't popping up in that's weird. So I apologize. Sorry, Bob. And sorry, Terry Lynn, my wife, my beautiful wife, who's trying her best to, my wife plays a role when I do these. She likes to be in the chat a lot of times and, sort of host the chat, moderator, and, just be there for you guys. And she tries to help mediate with me too sometimes because sometimes she has to text me on my phone because if she lets me know, hey, there's a problem, so she's my right hand girl, helping me out with everything, and my paranormal partner. So later tonight on the Facebook group, if you're in the Facebook group, and I'm gonna go live. Probably around 11 o'clock again. I'm not sure if I can do live Randonautica because again, it's probably just going to be myself tonight. So I don't know if I can do both on my phone. But if not, we're going to try to find somewhere paranormal and do some EVP sessions or dowsing rod session, EMF. We're going to do something paranormal tonight. And that should be fun. Maybe we can try to use Randonautica to take us to like a portal, like a paranormal portal, and then see what we can capture there. I don't know. So that's some interesting things, or like a haunted location, something. But hopefully, it's somewhere I can go and not get arrested, and be able to do some paranormal equipment. So. But Bob Fountain did say he will be outstanding in his field. I'm not sure what that means. Who will be outstanding in his field? Or I'll just be out. Are you saying I'm going to be outstanding in a field? Is that even me? I don't even know. Yeah. Oh, sorry, man. I wish the comments were coming up. That's weird. I don't know why they're not coming up on my stream. So, but yeah, we're gonna have some fun. And like I said, tonight we'll do something live. So if you're watching this on replay, wherever you guys are watching this from, like I said, come join me tonight. I'm gonna make a post about it in the group. Here we go. Now I'm starting to finally get something here. So Bob says something good vibes, something. So yeah, now I'm starting to see some comments here. Yeah, you're on speakerphone.
Hello.
Hi, you're on the show with Josh Morris.
I know. I'm calling into the show.
You're calling into the show.
Yes, I'm calling into the show. Okay, because that's what I do. And I'm not going to wait for you to read my text. Bob was saying that you're going to be outstanding in the field. That's what he's saying to you.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what I was trying to decipher that. So
yeah, he was saying you're going to be outstanding in this field,
which
means you are amazing. So Thank you, Bob. You'll do it sometime.
Yes.
Right.
Well, yeah, and it's like trying to figure out these comments and stuff right now because
I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, but now they're
I'm still not moderator, so I don't know what it is. Still showing me as Terry Lynn.
Really? On the I made you a manager.
Whatever. I can't manage you. Are you crazy?
We just solved this stuff on the air. But see, now I'm starting to get some comments coming through on StreamYard. So
okay, I'm gonna let you go because you are live.
All right. Was there anything you want to talk about live?
No, not really. I was just trying to help you out with Bob's comments because God love him. He's over here going something because you said say something. And he's been over here going something.
Well, you know, I told people to check out the Breaking the Matrix Randonautica video. You know, I told them I didn't want to give away too much, but you were there. So what did you think about that craziness?
I don't want to talk about it because I got to see the video. It's crazy though. It's weird. It's definitely. It was definitely an experience that I can't even explain. I don't even know how to go about explaining that one. They have to see the video because that was definitely weird. Yeah. Unless there's some little dude running around ringing.
Right. Was it? There's some good humor in there too. There's some good humor in there too.
Like, I'm serious. There's some little dude running around. Oh my God, they're going to the next location. Go. Oh. Anyway, so. Yeah, everybody has to watch that. It's pretty wild.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah, pay attention to your comments.
Yeah, Bob just commented over here on the YouTube. So I've got the YouTube stream up also.
It says sometimes the text has no meaning if you read it past when it was pertinent to the conversation. Exactly, because you're notorious for not, because you're talking about a topic, and then you'll read a comment. It was like so long ago.
Right.
You're like, I don't know what that
means. Hey, I see you see me popped in. Hi.
Hi, I see you see me. Okay, I'm getting off the phone. I love you. Bye.
I love you. Bye.
I'll be in chat.
Okay, so now that we had a guest appearance tonight from Terry Lynn, aka Shadow Vixen, Astral Shadow Vixen. All right, so yes, so guys, bear with me on the comments. They're going to be a little bit of delay at times because again, I've got the YouTube stream over here, but they're not all fully coming through on my StreamYard stream for some reason. So yes. Or it could be insane. Insane. It could be insane. It could be insane. So Bob said. Okay. So yeah, whatever you guys want to talk about too tonight. Bob said I'm insane. So yes, Bob's insane. Yes. But the Nickerson Sneed House Part 2. I want to get that guys to you soon. I know I talked about that a little bit, but it was really cool. I had some good session stuff there. I think you guys are going to like that. Plus, I even was alone in a basement that was temporarily used as a morgue in the pitch dark by myself with nothing but a night vision camera. So pretty cool. You'll have to check that out when I get that edited and posted. But yeah, going to tonight on the live show or the live stream tonight. Again, we're going to try to go out in the field, find some stuff for you guys to, or at least, like I said, we'll try to see where we can go and do maybe a dowsing rod session, do something, just get out of the house tonight. It's kind of that rainy night here. I think the rain stopped, but it was rainy, stormy kind of night. So we'll just go out and so guys, make sure you come and join me 11 p.m. Eastern time. So probably when we get done with the show, probably a little bit of an hour break or so I can get my stuff together and get out in the field and we'll go live and do something out there. One of the things I wanted to also talk about is the follow-up. One of the things that I'm considering doing Do I live near the Nickerson Sneed house? Actually, I do. Well, I say near, but remember, Nickerson Sneed is probably like a half hour away. I mean, it's not like it's. I consider it local, but just with getting on the getting to the highway, and then you just have to go down like I don't know 20 exits or something, like 20 miles or something. But it's like in a town over a few towns or something. But 15 minutes away, Terry Lynn said. But no, it's actually probably more like a half hour by the time you really leave the house, get all the way there. Um, but but yeah, we're gonna try to go to some kind of hot spot tonight live, or some type of paranormal. I mean, like I said, I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna have fun with it, and we're gonna be a little bit of spontaneous, spontaneity, a little bit of spontaneous action tonight as we go live out in the field. Like I said, I'm gonna bring some basic equipment, some dowsing rods, EMF meter, flashlight, of course. I don't know. I'll bring a few things, and then we'll just see how it goes, guys. We'll just have fun with it. I think that would be interesting just to do something live. And like I said, maybe if I can, we may incorporate some Randonautica. Maybe we can have Randonautica find us a place to go to, and we'll go and then do some equipment or something if we can. Again, we'll just see. So you guys need to definitely come back and see. Also, I did want to take a moment to say, to mention again, Paranormal Underground magazine, guys. As you can see there, not only do we have that working relationship, they're a great magazine. If you are involved in paranormal or you just love paranormal, if that's just something you want to read, you've got to go check out the magazine, guys. It's amazing. I get it in a digital copy in my email at the first of the month, and every episode it's full color. It's just a great magazine. So you definitely want to go check that out. You can actually, if you want to even go just to their website and check out, it's paranormalunderground.net. Go check them out. And when you go to get your, free, you can message them and just tell them I sent you, and you'll get 1 year for free, a year free, a digital copies for free for a year of this awesome, amazing magazine. So, yeah, guys, check it out for sure. Check it out. Those guys they're great people. Not only just the magazine, but the owners themselves, Cheryl Knight, and some of the writers, Bob Fountain, who comes to the show regularly and participates. You guys know he has a lot of great questions. If anybody watches my show, that Bob's already talking tonight. So he writes for the magazine at times. He submits articles. He's one of the regular contributors. So guys, go check it out. It's really good. I really enjoy the magazine. So let's see. I don't want to get too far. We got a lot of chit chat going on. Bring insect repellent, ghost spray. He wants the ghost. Lots of ghosts. Laugh out loud. That's what Terry Lynn said. Or maybe a ghost dye spray. I've heard you even met one of their writers. Oh yeah, Bob. Bob's like, yeah, I heard you even met one of the writers. Wink. Him. Yep. But yeah, I see Simi's wanting me to make them visible. So how close are you to releasing more info on your secret product? Well, again, the financing has not come through. Unfortunately, every step I go, like I don't want to get into like any kind of bitter discussion, but unfortunately, again, you got to get people that you got to get a company or a sponsor that wants to hear what it is. Because once they hear it, they're going to want to be a part of it. And then, yes, they would probably hook me up with the small amount of financing I would need to bring it to the public. So, but I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. There's always people out there that there's going to be the right person that's going to take that risk, and it's not even a high risk either. But they're going to take that chance on me. They're going to say, you know what you created is amazing. Um, again, the few people that are under the confidentiality agreement that know about it, they know it's an amazing thing. So once a company, um, once they actually listen and they sign the agreement, an NDA, and they listen and find out what it is, like I said, I guarantee they're going to want to be a part of that and release it. So I'm sure there's going to be somebody out there that's going to take that chance on me, and they're going to believe in me, and they're going to say, yeah, this is a game changer in the paranormal industry. It's a no brainer. Let's get this out there. And then, like I said, you guys will know about it just as soon as I can say what it is and announce it and all that good stuff. So, but I appreciate you're keeping your tabs on that. And again, I've got to rally the money up. I mean, $7,000 is the minimal just to get it produced. But then certainly the more I can get from a sponsor to help cover additional things to make things even better. As you know, there's like a minimal budget, and then there's a comfortable budget, and then there's like extra budget, which would be really nice, but even just minimally, I've got to raise that 7K. So somebody will at some point, I'm sure, especially when they're looking at making lots of money from it. So, but Terry Lynn said, awesome writer. She was complimenting Bob on his articles that he writes in the magazine. So, but yeah, guys, I really do appreciate your support out there. It means a lot. We are definitely moving in a good direction. It's slow. It's slow but sure. Okay. Slowly. It's slowly getting there, guys. The more subs we get, the more support you guys have been pouring into this channel. It really makes Terry Lynn and I proud. We really do. And we wish we could really bring you even more content. And I've got other plans to really bring you guys some cool stuff in the near future. Again, it's just, unfortunately, I work 2 jobs and I do this. So trust me, if I can get enough support over this next, probably 6 months, through the winter and things like that, I really think I'll be able to maybe drop one of the jobs and do this even more for you guys. So yeah, but we appreciate the support so much, guys. You guys are so awesome. And especially I See You See Me, you've been there from the beginning. And Bob Fountain, you've been there ever since we met. You've been there every time you've been on the show. And when you're not on the show, you've been in the chat. There is certain people that have supported us from the very beginning. SRS Paranormal, they're a great group of folks. We usually have a few other regulars that pop in. So, hey, I mean, you guys have been amazing, and we do appreciate it. We really do. And someday maybe we'll get to meet you guys. I mean, we met Bob, but maybe we'll get to meet I See You See Me one day, and we're out in her neck of the woods and some of these other people. And like I said, we've got plans to get out and about someday. So, but we are going to be going again. I can't tell you when exactly, but in August, coming up real soon, we're going to be going to Hales Bar Dam, and we're going to be going to Old South Pittsburgh Hospital. Those are 2. They're already paid for it and booked, so we're excited. Now, I can't guarantee what weather we're going to encounter when we go there, but they're very large places, and it's very, very creepy places. Hales Bar Dam has been a hot spot of activity here lately. There's been a lot of other YouTube channels and investigators. A lot of them have been going to Hales Bar Dam in particular. I'm very excited to go to Old South Pittsburgh Hospital to check that out. No, not Hales. Hales. I know. I try to enunciate everything, but yeah, Hales Bar Dam. I believe it's, what is it? Hales. It might. I don't know if it's two L's. I think it might just be one L. I can't remember, but yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of videos on it right now, so it's definitely been a hot spot. There's a few channels that's been regularly starting to go there again, like go there. Um, so, question. Bob Fountain's got a question. He says, unrelated to current conversation, what you say the percentage of accuracy you get from your dowsing rods, and does other equipment with you verify the results? Well, Bob, I would say this. So far, I haven't been able to use them enough, but I would say that, okay, I personally used them for the first time when we made communication with my wife's grandmother. And we verified through, my wife asked some personal questions that I wouldn't have known the answers to. But I was holding the rods and we got verification. She was able to verify that it really was her speaking to her grandmother. So that was like one for one, if you will. And then the next time I touched the rods, I ended up communicating and with Matt Sorge's aunt, which I had no idea. Like, it was completely out of the blue, and it was in our house. And I just asked. Like, in fact, we didn't know we were talking to her until later in the conversation when we finally narrowed it down and figured it out. And then even after that, I asked some questions, and then later confirmed some things with Matt and got some validation from Matt. So I would say that that's 2 for 2. And then I think the third time I used the rods was the Eaton House. So if you watch the Eaton House video, I made contact with a spirit. There was a bunch of parameters. When I went to the family, I didn't tell them I did a dowsing rod. I just asked them, hey, do you have a relative that's a female, and blah, 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 blah. And they were like, yes, we have somebody that meets all that. And so that was validation. So I would say that was 3 for 3. Now, when we did the Nickerson Sneed House, we did some dowsing rod sessions there. We were starting to get some responses, but the energy was very weird that night, and we just couldn't quite sustain a lot. The energy would build up, and then it would like kind of go away for a little bit, and then it would kind of build up, and we were really pulling a lot of energy trying to get some responses, and then the house went dead for a little bit. No pun intended. And then the next time I used the dowsing rods, when I went back that night, you guys haven't seen the second part yet. We're reviewing evidence, and I'm going to be reviewing it. But I did a couple dowsing rod sessions where I got 2 distinct spirits with 2 different situations. And I did report those back to the property owner, Rhonda Caudell. But the problem with all that is that there's so much of vast history. We're talking about a place that was Revolutionary French Indian War. There was a fort there. There was a Civil War hospital, temp morgue. It's been 200 plus years that this property and this place existed. So the trying to find who matched those exact distinct conversations, she's looking into it, but there's no true validation, but they're very distinct. So far, I got to say, to me, I feel like the dowsing rods have been sort of hitting about 100%, in all honesty. Like, once you have the energy and you make that communication, it seems like you can really get some good answers. But again, so validation wise, 3 for 3 on that of actually being able to validate those first 3. So hopefully that answered your question, Bob, on the validation of those dowsing rods. Let's see what else here did you say? It says, "Will you bring them with you tonight so watchers can see you use them in action?" Yeah, I mean, I can do the live dowsing rod. That's what I was thinking. Is that tonight when I go live? Remember, I'm going to go live later tonight. So for those of you that are just joining me, we're joining the stream. I am going to go live later on tonight at 11 o'clock Eastern. So we'll probably wrap this up around 10 o'clock Eastern here in the next 25 minutes. And then we'll take like an hour and I'll get situated and we'll go out and do some live. And then maybe I'll do a live dowsing rod session for you guys, all of that. So Polly B, hi, how you doing, Polly B? Says, where is my night tech? Oh, nighttime technician. Right here doing my paranormal thing. That's where I'm at. So yes. So yeah, at first I was, and the funny thing is when they were like, "Hey, where's my night tech?" My immediate thought was night tech, like infrared cameras and like nighttime technology. So it took me a second. I'm like, I'm nighttime trouble tech. So it's like, where's my night tech? So yeah. But yeah, Bob, I will bring the dowsing rods tonight. Like I said, but remember, Bob, I'm going to be live on Facebook. So make sure you get in the Facebook group. I'm going to go live on the Facebook group because unfortunately I can't go live on my cell phone with YouTube until I'm monetized. That's stupid. I don't know why they did that. So Polly B goes, I got to watch the television. If my night tech doesn't show up, then how will I keep up with the Kardashians? Right, and Kanye. Yes, exactly. So hopefully everything's working. That way I don't have to show up, right? It's like as a cable tech, I'm like a doctor. It's like you don't really want to have to go to the doctors, but when they show up, it's like, it's like it's welcomed. Trust me, because you want your internet, you want your cable, right? So Josh is fun at Terrelyn Morris. Yeah. And if all of that was on TV, I'd throw it all out. I mean, Kardashians and Kanye. And he's like, can you troubleshoot my brain? Hey, that could be a tall order. Okay. That could definitely be a tall order. Trying to troubleshoot people's brains, let me tell you, especially yours. So, but yes, guys. So, but yeah, I look, and just to cover more about the dowsing rods, let me show you. All right. So for those of you that maybe are not familiar with dowsing rods, now like when I first, again, I've only used them now like 4 or 5 times. I've actually, held them and used them, but I didn't realize, like, I kept thinking when I saw people on TV, I kept thinking it was just this, 90-degree bend of copper. And of course they would fake it by holding the copper and kind of like turning them or whatever, like twisting them in their hands. See how my fingers are twisting? But actually, if you look at the handles, you can see there's an independent sleeve. See that? And there's just a little stud that, right there. See how that is? See that? So actually, when you're holding them, see, they swing on their own. So once you all you have to do is hold them. You just kind of, tilt them just a little forward. That way they stay straight. And then when you ask a question, see, I'm just holding the sleeve. See, it's freely moving on its own. And trust me, it's really hard to control if I was to try to like turn it and stuff like that. Like it swings so easy. So I'm just trying to stop it here. So generally when you ask a question like, if there's spirits present, can you please cross the rods? So generally, if there was a spirit, they would, cross the rods or whatever. if you're holding the other rod. See, I don't want to hold the other rod because I don't really want to start a dowsing rod session here in my studio. So um, we'll do that tonight when I go out in the field. We're gonna go to more of a paranormal hospital, but I just wanted to show you guys a little bit more about the dowsing rods. But yeah, all you have to do is you don't want to tilt them up. If you tilt them up, then they get wild on their own and they just want to fall. So you just want to slightly tilt them just a hair down, and that way they just naturally stay straight. And then you let the spirits move the rods. Okay. You just hold them straight. And I'm telling you, it's the craziest thing because you're just holding that sleeve. And as you can see, the rods will swing just by me talking and moving around. But when you're holding them both, and I don't want to start a session, but when you're holding them both straight and you're asking them to cross, the fact that and I'm gonna have to like actually grab the rod, but when they actually cross, then you're like, wow. I mean, because they cross, they don't swing way out, and I mean sometimes they'll get a little quick if the energy's weird, but they'll actually cross and they'll stay there, and you can feel the energy holding them there. It's really awesome. And then you tell them, hey, and then after obviously they ask you that question, you say, well, can you please return the rods to center? And what's cool is they'll go back to center and they stop. And that's something you just really can't do with this independent sleeve. Like, I mean, I can't really stop. No, I mean, you can't stop. Like, it's so hard to. So the people that sit there and think that they're holding solid copper and they're turning them, no. See, that's what we always thought. Like my wife and I, we were like Terry Lynn and I were always like, maybe they're faking it. Maybe they. And then the first chance she got to hold dowsing rods, when we did that guest investigator at Tipton Haynes, it just really changed her. And she was like, oh my God. And of course, I trust my wife. I believe her. So when we got done that night, I'm like, well, how was the rods? Were they real? And she's like, oh yeah. She's like, oh yeah, they're real. And she's like, we're getting some. So next thing you know, we got our own pair, which is this one. And then I ended up with them because you really should have your own, just so you really connect the energies. But I ended up with them. She used them a little bit, and then when emotions were taken over for the one time, it's like, hey, I had to take over. So she just was like, look, those work really well, and they worked really well for me. So she just let me have them, and she went and ordered a pair for hers. So let me see here. I was talking for a while about dowsing rods, so let me catch up here. I just want a broad point, or was that the point broad? Right? Josh, small world after all. I see me. Oh, sort of like the pendulum, only different, right? I mean, it's kind of like a pendulum effect in a way, but I really do like the dowsing rod so much better. I really do. Probably says electrodynamics is actually very complex. Think fluid dynamics. The ether may be a thing, believe it or not, a good model investigation to inquire about it at least. That's true. That's true. There's a lot. I'm very much about the whole afterlife and energy. I believe in energy. Everything seems to fall around an energy base. The fact that our mind, our body, we're made of body, spirit, and soul. And of course, our spirit and soul, we have that energy. Not only do we have an actual measurable electrical energy, but when we pass away, they know that there's a weight. They've weighted our soul, right? I don't remember the exact measurement. Maybe y'all can comment in the chat if you know it. But there was a study done by some doctor. Every time somebody would pass away, they had them on a scale or whatever, and then as soon as they passed away, they actually lost. Like, I guess when their spirit left their body, they weighed X amount less. So it was pretty wild. But energy. Energy. I have a clear mind and heart. So, man, you guys are really going for it tonight. So I'm gonna try to keep up here. Jose, and sometimes at practice at Terry Lane, I recommend a Rinze track. They're the most Nonsensical. I don't even know what you're talking about. Bob Fountain says, one reason I brought this up was they can be a cheap piece of paranormal gear that doesn't cost $100. Dude, it's been a great piece of gear. I mean, seriously, like I always discarded them for years as just, nonsense, as just an old, because they were used to locate water and all that stuff. I just thought, that's hibby jibbity old, wives' tales, farmers' tales, whatever you want to call it. I just was like, whatever. But I gotta say, man, I gotta say, it really is a great communication tool. It's one of my favorite. Now, some of the people that's been using them longer than me, they say that in a way you're actually training your own psychic abilities. Okay, so eventually you won't even need the rods, right? You will automatically sort of feel the responses as people are asking questions. If somebody else is on the rods and you're not even holding the rods, you'll actually feel the responses, and it develops that intuition, develops that PKE side of you. I believe that. Now, at the same time, though, I'm still going to keep using them when I do the sessions for on video, because obviously you guys want to see a response. You don't want to just see me go, oh, hey, they said yes. Oh, I felt they said no. So you guys want to actually see it. So we got to have the rods for now. And of course, I know where they're talking about. They're talking about developing that. And that's true. It will help, almost like, in a way, almost like training wheels for if you want to develop your psychic side of yourself. So let's see. Drinking and texting is dangerous. Yeah. Just don't be driving. Don't be drinking, driving, and texting. Don't even be drinking and driving. Hopefully you're just chilling and just drinking. Look into the electric universe. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things I look at all the time. I mean, like Nikolai Tesla. I mean, he was very much all about electricity, right? All kinds of stuff. So trust me, I look into a lot of these things all the time, and there's just so much to learn. I probably will never stop researching because there's books all the time. I mean, it's just crazy. Um, there was an older gentleman that wrote sort of a book. He didn't publish it. It's kind of put together in like a binder form. So he kind of makes his own copies and things. He gave me this, and I've got to check it out. It's really thick, but it's a whole thing about God's viewpoints and stuff on the world. It's pretty cool. But there's just so much stuff to read and get to. So trust me, guys. But I'll definitely look more into the electric universe because I've looked at some of that stuff and some of my theories. And if you want and you like theories, remember I have my own theories. I have my own book called My Paranormal, a guide to the spirit realms. So go check it out. It's on Amazon. It's even on sale, I think. Okay. Looking at the electric universe, we all die sooner or later. Safety is a lie. But please do the safety dance. Thunderbolt project. IEEE confirmed. IEEE, that's like that's an IT term. Anyways, so yes, guys, man, you guys are really chatting it up out there. That's awesome. I do love the participation. So thank you, Polly B, Bob, I see you see me, you guys, my wife, Terry Lynn. You guys always make the show. This is what we do. This is why we have the show. So you guys can talk about things. We can get on here and discuss these things. I love it. So, and also don't forget Paranormal Underground magazine. I'm going to mention them twice tonight because last week I forgot to mention them. I did have it up here the whole night, right? But I forgot to actually mention them. So I apologize for that, guys. But remember, if you go and tell them that I sent you, you will get a year free. of digital download, like digital copy of the magazine, right to your email every day on the first. It's awesome. Full blown magazine. So, especially you, probably be if you enjoy these theories, the electric universe and energy stuff, um, all those things, go check out that magazine right there. Paranormal Underground Magazine.net, or it's paranormalunderground.net, but Paranormal Underground Magazine, get you that, get you the digital copies if you don't already, because I'm telling you, it's packed full of different writers, theories, stories, uh, all kinds of awesome stuff. Definitely go check that out. So, and Carolyn's making cute little ghostings. But yes, so guys, tonight, yeah, we'll do some dowsing rod sessions, for sure. Or like I said, we'll see where it takes us. Let's just put it like that. We'll see where we're gonna be tonight, and we'll do something live. We'll do something fun, guys. Something somewhere. Trust me. So don't forget. Let's see what time we got. We still got a little more time, guys. We can talk a little bit more if you want. But 11 p.m. So roughly in about an hour, come back. Come to the Facebook group. If you're not part of the Facebook group, go to Facebook. Look up the Everything Paranormal Show group, not the page, the group, and ask to join. We'll try to get you joined. And then I'm going to go live at 11 o'clock to the Facebook group. And we'll go from somewhere haunted. We'll do like a dowsing rod session. So, yes, Terry Lynn brings up something amazing. And that is the fact that we are almost to 600 subs, guys. And I know that may not seem like a lot to some of these other big channels out there, 5 million channels and, the 100K and things like that, or even 1,000 or some of these other channels. But you know what, guys, 600 subs for us, it's amazing. We started this like a year ago. I started doing the show, wrote the book, things like that. I've been involved off and on in the paranormal for over 25 years. And I decided to finally get into the social media part of it and sharing our experiences and sharing our theories and just being a representative for you guys out in the paranormal field now. So I truly am honored that you guys have been sharing videos, liking videos, subbing. And it really helped when my video got on a big channel. So that really helps. So guys, if you're new and you're watching this and you're one of the new subs, hey, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And keep sharing, keep liking, keep coming to the shows. Again, I have more content coming. Again, I'm trying to do content every week, even if it's just a live show, whether it's out in the field. Again, I've got those big locations coming up. Hales Bar Dam, Old South Pittsburgh Hospital. We are going, and it's going to be, I don't know, it's going to be crazy. I know it is. So I actually have scientific credentials. Oh, scientific credentials. Man. No, that's cool. I mean, that's cool. Like, scientists, I worked with you and know your wife. I'm in it for the knowledge or science. Well, again, okay. Oh, did Bob ask a question? Oh, yeah, he did. Okay, I'm going to get back to the scientific part. I'll go back to Bob since he did ask first. He said, "Are you ever going to get Cheryl Knight of Paranormal Underground Magazine on your show?" I think we can. I mean, I think she said she would. I don't think she didn't. I'll have to ask her, Bob. I haven't talked to her in a while. So, but yeah, I'll email her. We'll see if we can get her on the show. That'd be pretty cool. I haven't really been pushing for guests. I haven't really been pushing for guests a whole lot. I've just been kind of as I come across some people, because again, guys, I've been trying to do a lot of live stuff for you and things like that. I'll line up some more guests, and I'm trying to get another TV celebrity to come on in September. I'm hoping, because he told me that he would be available more in September. So I'm hoping he's going to be a man of his word if he's watching, and maybe come on the show in September. And maybe we can get some other people back on the show or something. Maybe we can get Marie Di Benedetti or Daryl Marson back on. I think some of you guys enjoyed watching them. And again, they're from the TV show. We may can get some return guests. I know. Even like Steven, we just had Steven on recently from the Memphis Ghost Hunters, and everything. And I know you guys really enjoyed talking with him. You know, Bob's been on here multiple times. Maybe get Bob back on here. But we'll get some more guests on here and there. I'm probably not going to be doing guests every week because that originally that was going to be the premise of just doing the weekly live show, but it's evolved. Like you guys have really wanted more field action. You've wanted me to go back out in the field. I've wanted to go back on the field. My wife wants to go back on the field. So both of us were like, all right, so this is evolving back into doing more field work again and being out there and doing just fun, different, creepy things. So, it's evolving. So we're still do something. I still want to do something live every week. And then again, occasionally we'll have a guest on here. We'll do an official like guest type of show, but we'll also do live like tonight where we're going to go out in the field and we're live. I'm just going to be chatting with you guys. Sometimes as we grow bigger and we get a bigger audience, I will, I will be able to, what I was going to say, I got distracted by the comments. Sorry. I was there seeing comments going by, but as we get bigger, I wanted to have shows like this every once in a while where we can just sit there and just chat. Not a lot of people always get their voice heard, especially when channels get really big. They're only focused on the topics and they don't really mention a whole lot of chats unless you pay them money and you get a super chat, right? So I'm going to try to keep up with some of your guys' chats and things like that. So yeah, but I see like Polly B and Terry Lynn's trying to figure it out. So yeah, they're talking and because again, Polly B does know I know who he is. So and that's why I said trying to troubleshoot his brain, I don't know. That's going to be a tall order again. But yeah, I know who he is. So yeah, I just couldn't say it over the air, but yeah, Terry Lynn knows now and everything else. So am I missing anything? Am I missing any comments? Because you guys were talking. Am I missing any questions? You might have to ask me again if I missed any questions. So Bob did say that'll make my show unique and a vibrant venue. Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to just get stuck in the same loop of every week having guests. I mean, at first it was good in theory. And I see some people doing that. They're doing the podcast like every week, and that's cool. But again, I really want to mix it up for you guys. So where I do want to have that regular Thursday night meeting spot. It may change in the future. Maybe we'll change the day or something. But I want to have that regular weekly meeting spot where you guys can come and still chat with me. We can still interact. You guys can still ask questions, make comments. I still want to have that weekly interaction with you guys. Or like I said, even going out in the field doing live. So I still want to keep that weekly live format. But again, it may not always be guests. We may not be in the studio. We may just go live at 9:00. We may go live somewhere. So Bob says, yeah, I just enjoy the chat. It's just that annoying guy talking in the background, right? So yeah, so I could just stop, let you guys chat. That's all. We'll just meet up. I'll just sit here. We'll just type. I don't even have to talk. Let's see. He says, damn it at me. I almost thought you were up for a good troubleshooting run. Right? Yeah. I don't like to be married to my work. That's for sure. That is for sure. I'm glad I'm not working. I'm glad I'm not on call. Raven Aquin. Oh yeah, my wife's talking about some of the past with him. He does run into some really creepy houses. Yeah. So I did. I had another house. There was I ran into a customer today. So Tyler, if you're watching out there, I don't know if he's probably going to watch this or not, but there was a house out there I ran into today that they live with a lot of paranormal activity, and they've just kind of gotten used to it. They've named the ghost what they believe is the name of this ghost. They have a lot of activity, and they're just kind of like, yeah, that's they're. It's not like a real big deal to them, but at the same time, it would be cool if I can get in there and spend an evening. Trust me, if they were up for it, I would have went and knocked on their door tonight and showed up and did a live feed from their house. And they had pictures that flew off the wall and stuff. When I was in there, I didn't experience anything, but they talked about it. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, if you guys want to chit chat for a little bit. But I know Bob was just joking. Now I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna get all sold up. Be like, fine, I just won't talk. I'll let you guys chit chat in the text. Go ahead, Bob. Text to your little buddies. Text to your little buddies there on the chat. I'm just kidding. See, I gotta give it back to Bob. I gotta give it back to him. See, I'm gonna even show your comment. Look at that. Oh, you guys are fun. I love it. I love you guys. You guys are so awesome. Yeah. So I've got a few places in mind. We're gonna. My goal is to, and see, Bob goes, my goal is to always disrupt your thoughts. And guess what? It was funny because he just did as he was saying that. So go vanilla smooth. Yes. But hey, seriously, make sure you join me, guys. If you guys want to continue the fun and you want to continue the chatting, go to the Facebook group. 11 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to put an alert. I'm going to put an announcement out there, and I'm going to go live at 11 o'clock in the Facebook group. So you need to be in the Facebook group. You'll see the live. So if you're not part of the Facebook group, make sure you go there, join the Facebook group. Right. So Bob, make sure you go to your Facebook, go to the Everything Paranormal Show Facebook group and watch the live stream tonight, because I will do the dowsing rods for you guys, and again the EMF meter, maybe even the K2 meter, because I've got we got the K2 meter, or we got the EMF meter, the other one, the Cambridge Labs, and things like that. So but we'll find somewhere to go and just see if we can get drum up some paranormal activity somewhere. Don't report anything on COVID unless it is a campaign. The Everything Paranormal Facebook group. I see you see me. Are you not part of the Facebook group? If not, if you have Facebook, go to type in the Everything Paranormal Show group, not page. There's a group, and you can join it, and that's where we do our lives. Like when I'm out in the field, that's where I go live to with my phone. Okay, it says, yeah, but you're not ICU on Facebook. Yeah. So, but do you want to join the group? Maybe she's like, I'm on Facebook, but I don't want you to see who I really am. It's up to you if you or make a fake account. Make a fake account and then join. but it's up to you. Oh, she is in the group. Okay. All right. So okay, then that's good. See, and like I said, we don't really try to figure out who you are. I mean, like who your real name versus your this name, your ICUC. It's all good. I might be a gremlin. You never know. Maybe, maybe we're all gremlins, but that means we were probably just fed after midnight. Awkward. Oh, okay. So, movie reference. All right, guys. I think I'm going to start wrapping it up because the longer we talk, the longer it's going to take me to get ready. So, yeah, we know who I am. Yeah, you guys all know who I am. I mean, I can't get away from that. So, I'm known as Old Fat Bob. What? No, you're not. Oh, might let you borrow my psionics. Well, yeah, but the psionics, I really can't show anything live. I mean, I guess I could put the lens up to the thing and people could see live. They could see through the lens like night vision. That could be cool. Maybe I guess you guys maybe the psionics. If you don't know, the psionics is a color night vision. Now you can do black and white, but there's a color mode also where it's a color night vision. Now, when it gets real dark, it doesn't. The colors aren't as predominant, but it's a color night vision. It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. So go outside, Josh. Do something. Exactly. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go live and go out in the field. So I went outside earlier. People were out there, so I went in and hid. Yes, exactly. People suck. All right. So if you guys have any last minute questions, go ahead and get those in now, because if not, I'm going to be wrapping up real shortly because again, we want to go live tonight. So I want to make sure I have enough time to get my stuff loaded up in the car and get to a location and go live for you guys. So other than that, all right, I'm not seeing any last minute questions. All right, so guys, I do want to say thank you so much for joining me tonight. Hopefully, I'll see you guys here in less than an hour now. All right. So 11 o'clock Eastern time, in like 50 minutes. Make sure you get into the Facebook group so you can join us live here at 11 o'clock, guys. All right. We'll see you in a little bit.